皆さん、こんにちは。ローズです。Welcome back to 日本語。このビデオでは、レッスン30番の文法を紹介します。でもその前に、29番の文法を復習しましょう。In the previous lesson, we've learned about the pattern ga or wa verb te imasu, which is used to describe the state of a noun or something. For example, ドアが開いています。窓が割れています。この自動販売機は壊れています。あの袋は破れています。We've also learned verb てしまいました or しまいます which indicates the completion of an action. For example, 井上さんがくれたケーキは全部食べてしまいました。宿題はもうやってしまいましたか？ We've also learned using the verb てしまいました to express embarrassment or regret. For example, 間違えてしまいました。もう一回やります。We've also learned the expression ありました which means found it. For example, 切符がありました。落としましたよ。And lastly, we've learned about どこかで or どこかに which both means somewhere. For example, 何か言いたいことがあります。どこかで話せますか？ or 母は掃除したとき、いいお皿がどこかに片付けました。はい、大丈夫ですか？それでは30番の文法を勉強しましょう。Here are the grammar points for today's lesson. The first pattern we will learn is the verb であります, which means that something has been done intentionally. This pattern uses transitive verbs. So the first pattern is noun 1に noun 2が verb であります. For example, there is a doll displayed on the shelf. Our noun 1 is the shelf, which is the location of the object. And the second noun is the doll. And our verb is display or kazarimasu. So let's make this into a Japanese sentence. Using the pattern N1 ni N2 ga verb であります. So, shelf is 棚. 棚に doll is 人形 ga, and our verb is 飾ります. So we will make it into a て form. So 飾ります becomes 飾って followed by あります. 棚に人形が飾ってあります. Which means that someone has put it there intentionally for everyone to see. Another example, there is a mirror hanged on the wall. 壁に鏡がかけてあります. So our verb is hang or かけます. So in that form, it becomes かけて. Again, 壁に鏡がかけてあります. Meaning someone has hung it there for people to use. Another pattern is noun 2 wa. So you notice that we've changed the particle ga to wa, followed by N1 ni verb であります. So let's use the same example as the previous one. The doll has been displayed on the shelf. So 人形は棚に飾ってあります. So the only difference is that we are just highlighting the noun to even more. So we're just making it into a topic, but the meaning stays the same. Another example, the trash bin has been put on the corner. ゴミ箱は隅に Our verb is put or 置きます. So in て form, it becomes 置いて followed by あります。ゴミ箱は隅に置いてあります。And last example, the stapler has been put away in the drawer. ホチキスは引き出しに Our verb is to put away or しまいます which becomes しまってあります。ホチキスは引き出しにしまってあります。Next is もう verb であります。So we added も which we've learned in lesson 7. も means already. So this expression states that something has been done on purpose in preparation for something else. For example, I have already bought the gifts. プレゼントはもう買ってあります。Our verb is bought or buy, which is 買います。So in て form, it becomes 買ってあります。Next example, have they already announced the time of the party? パーティーの時間はもう Our verb is announce or 知らせます。In て form, it becomes 知らせて followed by ありますか？パーティーの時間はもう知らせてありますか？ And last example, I have already reserved a hotel. So in preparation for the trip. ホテルはもう reserve is 予約します。It becomes 予約して。ホテルはもう予約してあります。So again, let's compare the pattern verb てあります versus verb ています which we've learned in lesson 29. So the first sentence, the window has been closed. So here, the sentence implies that somebody intentionally closed the window for a purpose. 窓が閉めてあります。So we are using transitive verb. While the second sentence, the window is closed. 窓が閉まっています。So we are using the intransitive form of the verb close, 閉まります。So it becomes 閉まっています。So here, it is just stating the fact or the condition of the window, which is it's closed. So that's the main difference of the two. Okay, next one is the pattern verb て起きます, which states the completion of a necessary action by a given time. So it has several uses. The first one is expressing the completion of a necessary action by a given time. For example, clean the room before father comes. So our time is before father comes. お父さん来る前に. So this is our given time. 部屋を our verb is to clean, which is 掃除します. So in て form, it becomes 掃除して followed by 起きます. But this is in command or a request form. So we use the ください. That's why we change 起きます to て form also, which becomes 置いて followed by ください. Okay? So again, 掃除して置いてください. お父さん来る前に部屋を掃除して置いてください. Another use of this pattern is to express completion of necessary action in readiness for the next time or for the next situation. For example, I will prepare the lesson before the class. So we are getting ready to do another task. 授業の前に Our verb is prepare the lesson, which is 予習します. So it becomes 予習して起きます. 授業の前に予習して起きます. And another use of this pattern is to express to keep the current state as it is. For example, when you finish the meal, please leave or put the plates there. 食事が終わったら、お皿はそこに. Our verb is to leave or to put, so okimasu. So okimasu becomes oite and then followed by okimasu again, which is in a command or request form. So again, we change it to te form. So it becomes oite oite kudasai. 食事が終わったらお皿はそこに置いておいてください. So I know it sounds weird. That's why in daily conversation, nani-nani or verb te okimasu is changed to tokimasu. So when you're talking casually, the te okimasu becomes tokimasu. So for example, I will leave the plates there, or I will put the plates there. So our verb is oite okimasu. So we remove te okimasu, change it to tokimasu. So it becomes oi tokimasu. So our sentence is osara wa soko ni oitokimasu. I will leave the plates there. Now let's use the same sentence but in a command or request form. Please leave or put the plates there. So, oite oite, which we've used in example number 3, becomes oitoite. So we remove te oite, replace it with tokimasu in te form because we are going to add kudasai after. So we change tokimasu to te, which is toite. So it becomes oitoite. So the sentence is osara wa soko ni oitoite kudasai. 大丈夫ですか? はい。次は is the word mada followed by verb, which means still doing something. Mada followed by verb in affirmative or positive form. For example, it's still snowing. Mada snowing is yuki ga furimasu or futteimasu. Mada yuki ga futteimasu. I'm still using the tool, so please leave them as is there. Dogu is tool. Mada, our verb is to use in positive or affirmative form. Tsukatteimasu kara, そのままにしておいてください. 道具をまだ使っていますから、そのままにしておいてください. And lastly, それは何々. So we all know that それ means that. What is our topic marker? So this means that thing you mentioned, and then the information. For example, someone says, I want to see a musical on Broadway. ブロードウェイでミュージカルを見たいです. The other person might say, that sounds nice. So that, which is the idea of seeing a musical on Broadway, sounds nice. それはいいですね. それはいいですね. Another example, can you lend me money? お金を貸してもらえますか? That will be a bit difficult, or sorry, I can't do that. So, the Japanese might say, それはちょっと. Sometimes Japanese people are not very straightforward or direct. So when they want to refuse someone, instead of saying, no, I can't do that, they might say, それはちょっと, which is another way of refusing someone politely without being straightforward. And they hope that you will get a hint that they cannot do or they cannot grant your request. So this is also a very useful expression to remember. はい、皆さん今日ありがとうございました. Again, if you have any questions or comments, please write them down below. And if you find this video helpful, don't forget to click the like and subscribe button. I will see you in the next video. Mata ne!